guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Clarabelle and I'm so delighted to have you guys back again today. So in today's video, before I get started with today's video, I want to take our time to give a shout out to all of my new subscribers. I see you guys and I truly appreciate you all. So in today's video, I'm really going to be talking about the power of silence and why sometimes we need to disconnect to reconnect. In the world that we live today, we have to be visible to be seen as successful. In the absence of visibility, it's almost as though we are not successful. There is power in walking alone. I feel like that's where people really get scared, because silence and just not being visible could lead to loneliness. And for you to become successful in life, sometimes it's okay to walk alone. It's okay to be lonely, especially when you're in the journey of self-discovery. I think it's very important to disconnect, to disappear, so you can find who you are truly. One of the reasons it's so important to disconnect yourself whilst you're trying to grow in life is that it stimulates your mindset. My own personal experience, I'm a very creative person. I tend to see myself as a creative, right? And for a creative, it is so important that I just have to isolate myself from a lot of people. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. And I don't think that I disconnected from a lot of people intentionally. I just became less visible. A lot of people might see you as a prideful person. A lot of people might say, what is wrong with this person? Why is she just not checking up? Why is she not there? People will read it however they want to read it, but the truth is, for you to really come to your true self and find purpose, you have to disconnect. So what that moment did to me when I disconnected from people was that it stimulated my creative mind, and I began to understand my purpose. I found my purpose in silence. Because really, you can't grow in the crowd. If you are constantly around people, you're on the phone all the time, you have to surround yourself around people all the time, you will not and will never find your true self and true calling or true purpose for your life. Don't be afraid to disconnect. Don't be afraid to be less visible so you can achieve your goal. I have never regretted, and I still don't regret it, because I'm not as visible as I used to be, and I'm completely enjoying the power of silence and just achieving my goals and finding my purpose. Another reason why it is very important to walk in silence or to be less visible is that it makes people uncertain about what your next move is or would be. So for me, the power of silence means winning silently, achieving your goals silently. I believe in achieving your goals without even making noise. Let your success speak for you. If I want to go to medical school and I'm already voicing it, I'm telling everyone I want to go to medical school. And if medical school doesn't work for me, now I have the need to sit everyone down and start telling them why medical school did not work for me. But what if I just walked in silence and went to medical school without letting, or just disappear and disconnect, and without letting anyone know what my moves are? When I come, I think it's also very valuable when people don't know what to expect from you, or when people don't see those processes. I'm in school. People already know you're in school, okay? And that's when you also, people start asking you, when are you graduating? When are you doing this? When are you doing that? But when you don't tell people, you just walk in silence, go to school, graduate. When you come out and tell people, oh, I just got my PhD, I think it speaks more volume than when you already shared it with people. So I think you achieve your goal more with less anxiety, because when you tell people about your goals, they already have expectations of you, and that could create anxiety for you. So just walking in silence, it gives you, if you fail, you can just go back to it and start all over again without really necessarily explaining to anyone. We always have these big visions for our lives, and we might not be able to attain it. But once you've already told people about it and it doesn't work out, what happens? Then you start explaining yourself, yes, something like this happened and I couldn't do it. So just avoid that. It's less stressful for you just walking in silence. Another thing I'm learning in my life journey is to listen more. And that's one skill that I'm learning, to just sit back and listen and not constantly speak. The need to always want to speak, it makes people lose respect for you, or you give out so much information that are not necessarily what you should be giving out. Sometimes in silence, you actually get your message passed more than when you're verbal. Because sometimes when you're verbal, you lose control sometimes, and you say things that you might not be able to take back. Definitely, once you say it's out there, you can't take it back, or you can't change it. You might try to convince people or try to explain to them what you meant, but people already took what you said to them, and what you said to them will always stick with them. That is one thing the power of silence have taught me. Like, is it really worth it, Carabao? Like, why do you need to stress yourself about things like that? The power of silence is because you just know that there are certain things that are not worth your time, your stress, your energy. And once you master that power of silence, I think it speaks more volume sometimes, because words are powerful. And if you're not careful in the moment, you might say things that will strike like a knife. So it's very important to be quiet sometimes and just, it's okay, disconnect from that situation and maybe reconnect back, and then maybe it will make more sense when you speak. I've come to the end of my video today. How have silence helped you if you've ever walked through the journey of silence and less visibility? It is helping me to rediscover myself. It is improving my mindset and my well-being. I'm becoming a better person by the day, and that's because I chose to be less visible. Let me hear your own story. Like I always do in my videos, you are loved, you are beautiful, you are kind, you are special, you are worthy. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise, and I will catch you in my next video. Until then, have a wonderful week. Bye.